Hey planner friends, I am so excited to be back with you this week with another plan with me. I did decide this week to do a weekly overview of putting my planner together. As everybody knows, we are in these weird times where you just don't know what's going to happen. We don't have that many plans. The only thing that we pretty much do know is that now we have virtual learning Monday through Thursday, but the rest of it is kind of up in the air. We take walks, we go outside, we don't go outside because it's freezing. I just decided this week that I would film every day of me putting in my planner. This first little clip though is going to be me pretty much setting it up for the week. You're gonna see here that I put a full box down to cover that wonderful hexagon. Then here I am using one of my check boxes for my meals. We are still trying to plan our meals pretty well. I know a lot of you guys have expressed that you're just falling off the bandwagon with meal prepping and everything else. Don't get me wrong. We're not going exactly, but we are trying to meal plan a little bit as a lot of our stuff is frozen. So we will have to bring it out of the freezer. So you will see I just put, I think, salmon. As the week goes on, it does get filled in a little bit more, but I couldn't remember at this point what our meal plan was, so I just decided to do it this way. Next, you're gonna see me putting these header boxes up at the top. I am doing this because I am blocking off a section at the top for our virtual learning. I had planned on making some virtual learning stickers for this also, which I had done. They were just upstairs and I was being too lazy to go get them, honestly. But you'll see them later in the plan with me come up. Just whiting out those lines because obviously those check boxes went down a little bit further than those. Oops, and here I went off screen, unfortunately. Sorry, I always forget that I'm zoomed in sometimes. Just putting a little bit of washi tape as I'm just not using all of my planner at this point. Some weeks I am, some weeks I'm not, but I am doing a ton of journaling and gratitude pages in my memory planners, so I'm just not gonna do it in two spots. So I decided just to put this yellow striped and green washi down that almost matched. I love this kit. This Welcome Spring kit is definitely refreshing and soft, and we are welcoming spring with open arms around here, guys. There you go. Put it back up there. Normally I put these little banner thing flags, whatever you want to call them. Woo, there we go. It was zoomed in real quick. I put those down earlier for YouTube videos. Sorry, there we go. Now I'm just filling out, this is Monday that I was filling this part out, so I was just filling out everything that we needed to do for the day. I wasn't quite sure exactly how I wanted to do the kids' work at the top, so I moved past that, moved on with the day, and I needed to apply for some health insurance. We were giving our puppy a bath this day, which always takes us a good 45 minutes to an hour to dry him and brush him and all that kind of stuff. So that was going to be a good chunk of our day. And then I definitely had some editing to do on a family session that I had before we went into this whole pandemic. That was going to take up the rest of my day pretty much. There was lots of work I needed to do on that. So we pretty much finished up there. You'll see I put a full box down for the next day, and I believe that's because we went for a pretty long walk. Yeah, that's what it was. We went for a pretty long walk with the family. I wanted to also mark on Monday, as I went off the screen again, that this was quarantine day number 30 for me and my children. We had officially been in a quarantine for 30 days. Wow, that was quite shocker in my book. I never knew going into this on March 13th that we would be here 30 days later and possibly could be here for, well, actually we'll be here for probably about 45 days come the end of what it is at this point, and we'll see if our governor extends it even further. So the day that my children were out of school was March 13th. And that is pretty much when I did too. I did have one other family session that I had to get done, but other than that, we have pretty much been in the house other than grocery shopping. And my children honestly haven't even seen the inside of a grocery store in those 30 days. The most they have seen is maybe the inside of like a gas station real quick, just running in and getting a quick slushie just to get them out of the house for a couple of minutes and let them see society again. So that's pretty much whatever it was. So other than that, everybody has been so amazing and have been filling orders for my Etsy store, keeping me extremely busy. So I've been so grateful for that. You'll see a lot of print and cut stickers here because I was just preparing. Pretty much every day I was getting at least 3 or 4 to 5 orders done, trying to keep up with the load. So now I kind of went back to the whole schooling thing. You've seen that I pulled out my son's playlist, my youngest. My oldest one is pretty much taking care of it himself. But my youngest definitely is only 7 and needs a little bit more guidance. So I am writing out his to-do list, and then I figure I will write in anything for my older son below that I need to be checking in on, like assignments that need to be checked. I never did get to editing that session on Monday, or I only got a few of them done. And so on Tuesday, I took all day, as you can see that time all wasted right there, to edit that session and get it all done. Then on Wednesday, I filmed 2 YouTube videos for you guys, so that took a good chunk of time. So you're seeing me put it in that I wanted to do that. Then I went and edited those videos. You're going to see that I then put that down. And then that night we finished up with a game night. We've been doing lots of those, which have been actually extremely fun. And the boys have been loving all of our game nights. Okay, here you'll see that now we're a little bit further in the week, so I remember to fill in that meal plan, and moving on to Thursday for a new day. So here we go, filling in Thursday's school plans. We had started getting the hang of all of this new school since this was a beginning week for us on our virtual learning. We have been doing it all ever since, but it wasn't this structured, and our teachers weren't giving us this much guidance, so we were kind of on our own for the first month. But now that we are after spring break and all of that kind of stuff, we have been given lots more guidance, and teachers are giving us all of the assignments. Then I put in a full box because was in a Etsy shop sale, so I definitely need to do some prep for the sale. I needed to get some orders cut and caught up with. I needed to get some graphics done, all that kind of stuff. So that is what I did afterwards. Then we went on to another game night. As you can see, I'm not really doing this in all the correct time order. That prep for sale probably took me most of the day, and game night obviously was more in the end, but that game night I ended up working pretty late into the night. We also, as you can see, did cinnamon French toast ice cream shakes after game night that night, so that was pretty fun. We've been trying to do fun things with the boys every night, or every other night. I shouldn't say every night, by no means every night, but fun things with the boys every once in a while, at least once or twice a week. On Fridays, we do not have any school unless they needed to catch up on something. So this day, me and my husband definitely slept in a little bit. I think we had a later night watching You that the night before, binging on that a little bit. So we slept in that night and of course had our coffee in the morning. There was another print and cut sticker because I was really just trying to also get all of my orders done. So that is why I had to move that game night up, because I knew I had a ton of stuff to do after game night that night. So here we are. I am putting down a pink planner sale sticker, and then I was running a washi to signify that it was going through the whole weekend. But then I thought that that looked a little weird, and I knew I needed this weekend banner down, and I was like, so I decided to bring that washi, that yellow washi, up also. This night was going to be our first night that we were ordering pizza out for the first time. We have every single meal in, trying to save time or money and using all of the food that we do have. So we were all super excited for pizza night. The kids, I think, were pretty excited also. So that was a fun little thing to do that night. And here I definitely needed just a to-do list of everything to prep for that pink planner sale. I needed to film a plan with me, and I also needed to get a YouTube video up. I was pretty lax this whole week on getting videos up for you guys. Unfortunately, just didn't have much inspiration. And so I was trying to get one up. I ended up, if you will go back and see, actually just doing a memory keeping a live video. It would work for me, and I was having to memory plan anyways and really just didn't want to sit there and do it in the quiet. So I figured I would just do live. Okay, here we are on the last part of this, the weekend. Our weekend was pretty chill for the most part. Lots of walking, especially on Sunday. I ended up walking 4.5 miles in the morning, and then I went out for another walk with my family, actually, for another almost 3 miles. So lots of walking on Sunday. Saturday, we also took a walk around the neighborhood. So like I said, lots of walks, but this is a couple of days that we've gotten really great weather again. And we had just been under like snow and disgusting, windy, cold days earlier in the week. So you will notice that Michigan definitely enjoys their few couple beautiful days. So anyways, after that 4-mile walk, you're going to see that we have been putting off building this toy that my kids got for Christmas. Yes, Christmas. Because we knew it was going to be a beast to build. It's like one of those 12-in-1 table basketball, air hockey, foosball, 50,000 different games in one table. And yeah, we had just been putting it off, not having time to actually sit down and build it. And so we have all the time in the world. So we did. And yep, it took about 2.5 hours still. So we kind of knew that going into it, but it was still pretty crazy. But we got it all done, and now the boys can enjoy it. And yeah, it's a good little thing for, you'll see I skipped over Saturday. I'm going back now to put that back in. And all of these virtual learning stickers I was just talking about, I went back and put those in since I finally got those all done and cut for myself. You'll see on Saturday we slept in again. I mean, what else is there to do but sleep sometimes? And then we went for our walk. And then, like I said, I just did that live chat at the end of the day. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, and I would love for you to join the Plan with Kay family. And if you love this type of content, definitely hit that like button. I don't always do voiceover plan with me's, but right now they are working a little bit better since I am planning with 50,000 people in my house. No, actually just my 2 children and my husband. And it's sometimes hard to get a quiet time. So I'm kind of going back and forth in between doing voiceovers and regular chatty plan with me's at this point. But definitely hit that like button, and thank you guys for being here with me today, and I will see you in the next one.